Yo! What's going on? Cliff Jumper 1884, Red Rocks, your favorite Autobot drinking that. Natty Ice. Today we're doing a little bit different direction with music instead of video games that I've been doing a lot on lately. My channel is mostly video games. It used to be with my stuff, videos of like me and my band playing shows and going to gigs and stuff like that, which was fun. And I thought it was a Transformer thing until it basically came to the video games. But I still love music. I don't really play as much anymore. I basically have my studio now at my house. I'm building a studio. My old bandmates from all my other bands come over and jam together. That's freaking awesome. I like playing so much anymore is a hassle at my age. Working all the much I do, it's not like it used to be when you're like 20, 18, 20, 25. You're 32. I got a wife, I got a house, I got a couple jobs, I got a business. Come on, I can't do that right now. It was fun while it lasted. I mean, I'm sure I could go out and get a gig and play once or twice, but to do it like 2, 3 times a week is just so much right now. Um, and, and the thing is, I'm a drummer, but I love guitars also, electric basses, electric guitars, and there's so many of them out there. When drums, I don't know. Of course, there's a lot of drum sets out there, but you have a drum set, there's a drum set. There's not much you can do with it but the color. There's so many different styles of basses and guitars. I mean, I know Strats, Les Pauls, and SGs have been ripped off, and Flying V's for years and all that. There's just so many guitars that companies make that I really dig, and I always wished I could play guitar. I could play a little bit of bass. I could play drums. I can kind of sing certain stuff, but I mean, I can hit power chords and play certain chords, and you know everything else like dumb shit like that. I'll never be a good guitarist. I know practice makes perfect. I wish I had the time. It's not something that I don't think I have the dexterity to do. And I mean, to be a guitarist would be awesome. If you're not the singer or you're not the guitarist, you don't get the fucking spotlight. And not even being a guitarist, I've owned so many guitars over the years. I've probably had at least 10 Squires between basses and Strats and Tellys. I've had 3 Ibanez's. I've had a Gibson. I've had 3 Epiphones. I have like a Fernandez with a Jackson body on it. At one time, I had like 3 or 4 like not no brand guitars. I have a first act bass right now, one of the $20 things. And like I said, this is my pride and joy. Like for right now, Microphone Les Paul Ultra 3 Studio, and it's the one that where you can hook it up USB to the computer and everything. They go for about $779. Well, they don't go for about. They do go for $779 used, and I got it for $250. Still has the case. The only problem is it's missing the software. Not a big deal. It plays, and I can get it to do what I want to. And I have another Squire Strat and some Fernandez bullshit piece of shit. And there's a couple guitars I wish I had. I did have a Gibson SG before. I would like another one. An Ibanez Iceman. I would really love to trade my Les Paul for an Iceman with a couple bucks on top of it, of course. Just one of those basic ones, like the cheap versions of them. I just like the style of them. Ibanez always had a good sound to them, I guess, where, Les Paul's more traditional for certain metal. The Ibanez just work a little bit better, but again, I'm not the guitarist. I'm actually good at molding amps. Almost every guitarist that I've played with, they made me mold their amps, believe it or not. Gibson Firebird, but I want one with one humbucker down the bridge just for that really raunchy, raw, low-end sound. Oh, man. I would love. There's a couple Jacksons I would like. I want a Vinnie Vincent clone, the weird pink Flying V that he used to use. That thing's awesome. Is it Carvel the way you say that brand correctly? There's a couple like models I would love to rock by them. They're weird fat Strat clones. I don't know, just some of the sounds that they can make on certain albums. They sound amazing. God, but there's so many guitars out there, like I said, and like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all or collect them all, but you really fucking can't, because some of them are so goddamn expensive. Uh, Ooh, you know what? A Gibson Ripper bass, the old one Gene Simmons used to play, or the Axe bass he uses now. That's badass. Hey, is there a bass or electric guitar you wish you owned, or what's your pride and joy as your instrument you own right now? Throw that comment below. And yeah. And who's also your guitar hero? I've got so many of mine that maybe there's a reason why you want your guitar. But my Avid as Iceman is because I still can say I am a big Paul Stanley fan. So man, it's a little random tonight. Hey, till next time. Hopefully it's video game inspired. Whatever. Drink one on me.